Good morning, everybody. We are out here in Marsh Landing at the Shetty residence. Half the battle sometimes is just getting to the job site to do your work. Logistics are extremely important in what we're trying to do. We do a lot of work at the beach, and then we also do a lot of work in downtown area where often logistics trying to get into a job and get the guys and their materials to the job site are a challenge in their own right. So we're starting a small project today. We're going to be doing a courtyard sized area, and they're following up with an area in the front yard, and this customer likes mostly native plants. I have my own interpretation of what native is. The plants that we tend to consider to be native are actually plants that are generally well adapted to our environment here in North Florida. They're able to withstand a lot of heat, and they're also able to withstand cold when necessary. I think people have the misunderstanding that native plants mean that somehow the plant is just guaranteed to do well. And the problem with being a native plant is when you drive down 95 and you look off to the side, a native planting looks like the roadside along 95, and most people don't want that in their yard. So we're using a lot of plants that are well adapted for the site here. We're going to be using lantana. We're going to use some salvia in the front yard. We're going to be doing some dwarf Schilling's hollies. They're all adapted for our climate, and they will all do well in the long run. Technically, they're not native plants. So as we start, the tear out's very minimal here. I think you're only going to see a very brief snippet where we're doing prep, and I think the major part of this job is installing a walkway and also then just the positioning of the plants. They had a deck walkway between the two stairs, and basically that's been wiped out, and then somebody just built the new stairs last week. So the gravel pathway is going to start, off of here and then shoot over. You're going to have to take up a few of those rocks, and I was going to repurpose them by the planting box as just a little surface. So on the drawing they kind of show that way, and then meet up with where that skinny part is on the landing. And then the walkway, like we talked about on Friday, if this is in the way and you need to move it a little, you're gonna have to work around. Obviously you can't just motorize, destroy these. I'm not sure, and then you're gonna mate up over with this, and you're gonna have the gravel across. I did not know that because the deck was here. So you're probably gonna have to bury that bit of drain pipe in the ground to get the walkway from the two stairways to each other.